I think the hardest part about it is the fact that it feels like a different part of your business from your normal day-to-day. What I mean is, on a normal day-to-day, you're focused on, you're thinking product, you're thinking growth, you're thinking, this thing takes a lot from you, that it takes you away from that thing. For someone that likes the grinder product, being part of the conversations, you may not have the time to go into that as much as you would want to, just because this part is taking so much time. People assume that, you just meet an investor and they just say no, and you just meet this one, they say no. When people say 200 no's, and before 1 yes, they think that that's how it works, but it's not. It is, most people, you hardly even hear the no in the first time. So it means that you start this conversation, you've scheduled another call, they've asked you to provide this, you're going to go back, and at that time, with a very small team, it means that everything is even falling on you. You would have to go into the product listing, figure out the data, bring all of the numbers together, send it to this one, this person will ask you different sets of questions, you would go do some research, and that's what it takes, because I don't think that when I hear about this, people talk about what's under the hood. It's almost as if, you just get no's. It's not usually just no's from...
It's not just pitch and no.
It's not like a demo day pitch that you go and do and you say, okay, this is what I'm doing in 3 minutes, and then they'll say yes or no. No, it's like there's back and forth. Like I remember that I had to have 4 different conversations for like some of the core people. Especially you speak to investors today and they say, they need a lead. Then you have to go and start looking for leads, and then leads are, it's a lot tougher than then for us, for instance, our lead did not come in at with a safe. They came in through a priced round. So it means it took another 3 months before that round was closed. It's before, not the round was closed, before that deal was closed.
Or before you now go back.
Before you now go back to the other ones and say, okay, now I have the lead. But it's just a lot of things in between. I think that's the tough thing there, is that, it almost looks like that becomes your work. And I don't know how some people do it, because you hear some founders say, they don't stop raising, like it's part of this thing, and that becomes the work. Fundraising, but I don't think I like that. I don't think that's what I want for myself, and so I've left that entire fundraising conversation entirely and just focused on the building. I like product. I like to build. I like to be in part of the product conversations.